Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Right, welcome to this week's meeting of Essex Business Forum, the first day in the preparation for the next World Cup. It's nice to see you all. The fans aren't quite as loud today as they were last week, but could I remind you all, please speak up. Be a bit louder than you normally are, so that I can hear you and Terry can hear you. We're both going deaf. I'm the meeting's chairman. The leadership team support me. Would they be upstanding, please, and introduce themselves, please?
Hello everybody, Jane, Membership Committee Chairperson.
Good morning everybody, I'm Terry, your membership and recruitment today standing in for Scott, who does all his stuff.
Morning, I'm Corrigan, I'm your social secretary.
And I'm Aidan again, and I'm standing in for Ben. Please be seated, thank you very much indeed. Right, let's get the meeting underway. We start with the Performance League. What have we got? Terry, you're standing in as meeting secretary for Performance League.
Thank you very much. We've got this, a bit of paper, I'll pass it around. 2 weeks in, Paul Corrigan's still not leading. He can sort it out.
I was up there.
No, I'm afraid not. I think probably about bottom third, I think. 64 minutes on the chair.
I blame George.
Yeah. So we're 2 weeks in, so still plenty of weeks, 5 weeks back this month for a little bit. And in Toby, third place, 119 points. Scott,
We're at the bronze position.
119, Paul, Ruth, 120, Terry, 123, but it's only 2 weeks in, so 40 days for pass it around.
Well done, thank you. Carry on that. Right, now, somebody will be doing the education presentation. I haven't the slightest idea who's on my list. Stuart.
Hi everyone. Not all of you, certainly most of you probably watched the football last night, and so it was tough getting up this morning. I'm disappointed, let's be honest. So you find a way straight away after the final whistle, everyone's got an opinion, haven't they? You know, whether we're going to blame the manager or the tactics or the players. We're always looking for someone to blame when something goes wrong. The thing is, whether you're managing England in the World Cup semi-final or dealing with a problem at work on a Monday, blaming someone never really changes the result. Games have been played, the mistakes have happened, maybe the customers complained or the deadline has been missed. The only thing that we can do is actually influence what's going to happen next. So every day we face situations that don't go our way. Technologies will fail, customers will be unhappy, staff will be unhappy. We might make mistakes, other people may make mistakes, and things don't always go to plan. When those things happen, we have a choice on how we're going to react. And this is something I always taught as living either above or below the line. Now, if we live and we work below the line, that's where the blame lives, yeah? That's where the excuses are, that's where the denial is, that's where it's not my fault, something else has gone wrong, I wasn't told about it, if only we'd done this, blah, blah, blah. Problem is, if you live below the line, and you hand over that control, when it's someone else's fault, we're always going to rely on someone else to fix it. Now, if you choose to live above the line, you're going to have a different aspect on things. You're going to have to take responsibility for things and accountability. And it's about asking what I can do to make this situation better. And that's what England are going to need to be doing between now and actually, who cares about Saturday's games, to be honest? This is the one game in the World Cup no one really wants to play. But, you know, they're not going to be a better team now by arguing about who made the mistakes or blaming the referee or replaying the missed chances over and over again. And successful businesses need to do what England have been doing now, to sit down and identify what they could have done better adapt, and come back stronger. Organisations that improve aren't the ones that never make mistakes, they're the ones that respond to the mistakes the quickest. And the same is true for us as individuals. Think about the best person you've worked with. They're probably not perfect, but when things go wrong, they don't hide. They don't point fingers. They'll step forward and they'll say, look, leave it with me, I'll sort it. Or, look, I'm sorry, I could have handled that better, but let me fix it. Those people are living above the line. They earn trust and they gain respect. And people know that they can rely on them. So next time something doesn't go quite according to plan, ask yourself 3 simple questions. What part of this can I own? What can I learn from it? And what can I do differently next time? Because we can't always control the result. England can't change the result at the final whistle, but they can control how they respond, and so can we. And that's what living above the line is all about.
Quick question, do you have 2 versions of that?
He's a realist.
Kind of do what I need.
Thank you very much indeed, Stuart. Right, we move on. The extra release towards the 62nd round. Your chance to emphasise and ask for referrals that you need for your business going forward for the next week. So, before we kick that off, Paul is standing in for Catherine away today. Will be all in the Oscar, and we have our bellman as usual is Paul. So with that in mind, let's get underway with the round. Paul is going to go first, and he's going to be followed by Matt.
Good morning. We're doing lots of capital gains tax declarations for clients and new clients at the moment. People who sell their residential properties, buy-to-lets, or properties that used to they live in, they let out, and it's a 60-day declaration period. You've got until 60 days after completion to disclose the gain to HMRC and pay the tax. It's not a straightforward process, which is why clients come to us to do it, to make sure that they're claiming all the tax reliefs and exemptions that they can against gains. So if you know anyone who's selling a UK residential property, maybe they haven't got an accountant, or maybe their existing accountant can't do it very well, please put my name in. It's Paul Booth from Breathing Code, Nice Tax.
And Paul, Matt will followed by Toby.
Good morning, everyone. Matt from Blue Serif. I've been around for a couple of weeks, mainly because I've been involved in a number of conferences and workshops on the work experience side. A lot of you know that I'm very passionate about work experience. It's a crucial part to how we take and get our next employees. In fact, 3 of our current employees are from our work experience program, and some of them we've got lots week after week of work experience students, and some really, really good talent out there. And it's also given an opportunity to the team to be able to better their mentoring skills, to learn some new tricks. It's amazing, these young students are coming in with a very good knowledge of the design process through AI, which is good to see, if not a little bit alarming. But it's good that we're all learning from each other, and so that's what we're all about. Thank you very much.
Matt, next up is Toby, and he's followed by Steve.
Morning everyone, metaphor time, not football this time. Sat-navs are brilliant, aren't they? Really handy, but you need 2 things to make a sat-nav work. You need to know where you are, and you need to know where you want to get to. And business is very similar. A lot of business owners are busy, they're working hard, making decisions, solving problems, dealing with customers, all those sorts of things, keeping the wheels turning, but sometimes they're not actually really defined as to where they actually want to get to, and what the gap is between the 2. And that gap is really important. Because once you understand the gap between where you are and where you want to get to, you can work out what you need to do to change it. It might be your pricing, might be your systems, might be your marketing, your team, your confidence, whatever. Without that clarity, it's a bit like driving around hoping that the sat-nav will automatically get you to where you want to go to. So if you know any business owners that are working hard but maybe feel a bit stuck or unclear of the next step, please introduce me. Sometimes it's not about more effort, it's about a clearer destination. Thank you.
Thanks, Toby. You excelled yourself with that one. Steve, you're next, and you're followed by Blake.
Morning guys, Steve from ERP, account director. Just essentially still a very busy period for us at the moment. The market's still soft, which means insurers are probably not getting quite the price they want for their business, but don't want to up their rates because they don't want to lose market share. So is it an opportunity for all businesses to kind of review what their costings are? Yes, it is. I'm still getting inquiries left, right and centre from lots of people. I think an ideal scenario would look like a business that's probably 2 to 5 million turnover, which is probably where we more show our teeth. So I won't look at business outside of that, but ultimately that's where we really prove our worth and our value with our connections with the insurers. A bit of a different week for me this week. Polo event yesterday, which was very nice. Not so I've never done polo before, but
Did you play?
I didn't play, no, I'll let the Argentinians play. But no, it was, like I say, a really good event, and it was a nice hosted event by AXA, so it's nice to know we're being looked after by our insurers. But yeah, anybody's got any insurance headaches, come see me.
Thanks, Steve. Mike. Sorry, Blake, you're next, and Mike follows. Sorry about that.
Morning everyone. This week I've been speaking to a couple of you about AI, and it prompted me to put together a AI playbook, workbook, tasks, which I'll get Scott to put on the members resources page. But basically, it's a workbook teaching you how to correctly prompt engineer your prompts for AI to get the results you want, not just using AI as a Google search bar, because you don't get results. You get a generic result, but you really don't want. So if anyone's interested, let me know, and I'll send you the workbook before it goes live, but it should be on the website. So hopefully, yeah. Thank you.
And employ him to advise you as to how to use it. You need it, and he's the man to go to. Mike, you're next, you're followed by Matt. Matt, you're twice. You can't have two.
Next. Morning everyone, Mike from Blackwood's Radio. Still the busiest time of year for me is doing a lot of drone work at the moment just because the weather's so lovely, not much wind and that sort of stuff, so it's really good for that. Most of the images and stuff is things like properties, building projects. Some we do use it for team shots and things like that, it's a bit different, and also sometimes things like how to find our location if some people are a bit difficult to track down, we do drone shots of that. But I also do aerial mapping with it, and to give you a quick visual demonstration, this here is an standard fire drone. Underneath the drone is a camera which basically shoots out the cone shape like that. The higher you go, the more you get into it, but the less detail. But we're height limited legally to about 120 metres. So if you're trying to map a large park like this, you just can't get high enough to do it all in one photo. So what we do is we basically build a grid up on the computer, pre-program the drone, and then it'll go along and take a series of photos of the whole area, stitch it all together, which gives you a really high quality image of a much larger area than you can normally photograph. And it's really handy. I do things like activity centres, caravan parks, dog walking areas, anyone that wants a top-down map of decent quality that they can actually plot things out and to show their customers. So if you know anyone looking for things like that, please give me a shout. Mike from Blackwood's Media.
Next, Mike. Stuart, you're next. You're followed by Paul Corrigan.
Good morning. Last week I spoke about our VoIP systems. One really important part of our VoIP systems is our Cisco WebEx app. This is an app that sits on your mobile phone. It also sits on your laptop, which allows you to have one number that follows you everywhere. It also integrates into your calendar, so it will put you on to Do Not Disturb when you're in meetings and things like that. But obviously, don't just think about this for you as business owners. Think about your team as well. Do you have to issue them a mobile phone with a mobile phone number? No. You just say on your own device, download this app, and you now have a business phone number. You can contact them on that business phone number. You can also use it for group chat, text chat within a group. So things rather than people having to use their personal WhatsApp, you can do group chat on your WebEx. You can also use it for things like video meetings, team meetings, a bit like you might use Zoom or something like that. So you've got all those applications all come together in one device on the telephone number you already use. So if you know anyone who's looking to make a bit more out of their phone system, please put in touch with me. Thank you.
I've never known a bell plead before. Thank you, Stuart. Paul, you're next. Both Shannon.
Good morning all, Paul Corrigan from Solitaire. We sent an email out a couple of days ago, I don't know if any of you got it.
Yep.
And one of the bits was the going on holiday top tips for your plumbing and your bits in your house. And one of the main bits, and it is a talkable stock tip as well, is know where your stock cock is in your house. Like, find out where it is. It's normally underneath the kitchen sink. Mine is in a converted garage behind a box. That's where I found it when we first moved in. But yeah, you must know where it is and then turn it off and make sure it turns the water off. Again, big top tip is turn the water off before you go on holiday, unless you need it on for house sitters or pets or things like that. But yeah, but basically, this was a job we went out to do the last few days. Customer of the way, thankfully only for a few days. And this is a flexible hose that goes onto the toilet. You get them everywhere, onto basins as well, and they're ideal because they flex. But what happens? Kids wee everywhere, it busts it, and then before you know it, it bursts. Yeah, and literally, bedroom was ruined, absolutely ruined. So top tip.
Why aren't you wearing gloves? Shannon, you're followed by Sue.
Good morning, everyone. Shannon from Downtown Mortgages. With England playing last night, it got me thinking that no matter what the result was, football is the ultimate team game. So, every player has their own role, but it's how they work together that makes the difference. That's exactly how Clara and I work. This month marks 5 years that we've been working together. And while Clara looks after the mortgages and I focus on the insurance side, it's our teamwork that gives our clients the best experience. We each play to our strengths, support each other, and work together to make what's often a stressful process just feel a little bit easier. With us, our clients don't just get one advisor, they get the benefit of 2 people working together to help them secure their home and protect what matters most. But just like with any successful team, we're only as good as the people around us. So if you know someone who's buying their first home, moving, remortgaging, or wants to review their insurance, we'd really appreciate if you passed our names on. So thank you very much. Shannon from Downton.
Thank you, Shannon. Sylvia, you're followed by Sally.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sylvia. I'm running S&P. So it's summer. It's the best time actually to clean your carpets. We use professional carpet cleaning machines. They're very strong. They've got very strong cartons. But even with these machines, after the cleaning, because it's really deep cleaning, the carpets still stay a bit wet. So in the summer, when we can get all the windows open and this airflow, actually the carpets can get dry in 2 hours. So we can do domestic carpet cleaning and we can also do commercial carpet cleaning. In fact, since April, we've done a lot of condominium areas carpet cleans, and we're looking for more office carpet cleaning. So if you know any office managers, safety managers, or any workspace that will need carpet cleaning, professional carpet cleaning, I would love an introduction. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sylvia. Sally, you're followed by John.
Good morning, everyone. It's Sally from Milan Home Fragrances. Summer's not quite over yet, but we are planning our winter masterclass. So I thought you'd a little demo of what we were doing. I've got one at the studio this year, so often they're remote, so I do them away from the studio. But this time, on the 17th of October, it's a chance to come to the studio and have a real insight into the working candlelit environment. So we're going to be having this vessel, which is a lovely vessel. It's come up from Italy. It's pumpkin, and we're going to be making a whole box of pumpkin spice wax melt. So we've got the leaves in here and pumpkins. And if you come to the masterclass, you can fill that and take that home. And then we're making, this is a cedar and ashes candle. So this is more of a bonfire smell. So it's really nice. It actually smells like a great aftershave. if anyone wants to have a sniff. So if you have staff that you would like to treat to a masterclass, especially the ladies that don't want to come out on the boozy nights and things like that, please let me know, and we can also do a remote masterclass for you at your premises. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sally. Ron, you're followed by Terry.
Good morning, everybody. I'm John Hammond from JMA Technology. We can all install all your security units. This week we've been installing a CCTV camera in a post room. The client originally asked us about 6 months ago for a price for this camera. We gave them a price and they decided that it was too expensive, they're going to fit dummy cameras in. Now they might need Terry's help because they're being sued because parcels got stolen and they didn't take reasonable care to make sure they. So we've installed a camera now, 8 megapixel camera. You can read the parcel labels from the actual camera, so you can actually tell whose parcel they've actually stolen. So if you want a good CCTV system and you've got problems, we've got solutions for you. That's John Hammond from JMA Technology, applying technology to security.
Terry, you're next. Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Terry Lane from CM Law. So this week, a bit of a trend this week and end of last week is people contact me because they've been offered settlement agreements by their employers. It basically means, and some of them don't know that until they see me, they're being dismissed. One lady said, "What do you mean? Termination date was yesterday and you're now unemployed." She was shocked that she was actually, their employment ended. But anyway, there it is. That's the brutal truth of it. So if you know any people that are, if you know any individuals that are being made redundant or just being offered a settlement agreement because the employers want to get rid of them without any fuss and aggravation, then send them to me and I'll explain to the employees what actually is happening. One of them just turned it down and said, "No, I'm not going." It's fine. We're going down a different path. But once you are signing the agreement, that's fine. I explained to them what it is and say there's one particular lady, she was quite shocked. She said, "What do you mean? I'm actually sacked. You're sacked, you've been dismissed." But they need to know, and I'm there to advise them. So if they want that situation, give my details, that's Terry at TM Law. That's it.
Thanks, Terry. Dave, you're followed by Paul from you.
By Dave from Oakley Electrical. This week we've been carrying on with our electrical testing, loads and loads of it. Come across a few DIY disasters. Basically, there's a separate toilet and a separate bathroom. You have to go to the toilet to make the bathroom light work. So you can't have one or the other, you got to have both of them on. One of the ladies said, "We've got to come back and do some repairs." She said, "Are you going to fix my bedroom light?" One of the reports says, "No bedroom light," because she's taken it down, just left the wires in it, ceiling. But the outcome of it all is we've been changing a lot of fuse boards as well. And so the latest ones have got surge protection for like the electronic devices if there's a surge in the area. Also, for a small extra fee, we can fit these devices here, which just clip in the fuse board, and they're a little fire extinguisher. So any heat melts these bits of cable and sets off a little gas in there and puts out a fire in the fuse board. So anybody wants their electrics brought up to date, please give me a call. Thank you.
You know, Paul, you're followed by Terry.
Good morning, everyone. Paul from Essex Business Forum. On Monday evening, I sent a WhatsApp message asking for help in my 60 seconds. And thankfully, Lorna replied. So let's all say big thanks to Lorna. Oh, you haven't got a clue what I'm on about. It's actually Jane. You see, Lorna was the name Jane was born with, but isn't the name any of us know her by. And that's the point. As a funeral celebrant, the paperwork might say William or Margaret, but to the people people there who love them, they might have been Bill, or they may have been Nana. And it's important. A month ago, I attended my aunt's funeral. The celebrant throughout called her Tricia, her birth name, the name on her forms. But to everyone in that room, she was Pat, and immediately they created a disconnect. People were suddenly not feeling part of this lady that they lose funeral because the wrong name, the wrong terminology she was. So if you know anyone that needs help in creating a funeral that truly reflects the person they love, I'd be honoured to help. Because when it comes to events of love, loss and new beginnings, getting it right matters every time. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. And then we'll be next to announce Lorna. You're on.
Thank you very much. Lorna Lynn here. So, don't panic, but I'm after a huge referral. After 15 years, thousands of scones and a Guinness World Record, the English Cream Tea Company is looking for its next custodian. Roger and I started this in 2011 because an elderly lady told me she could no longer go out for afternoon tea, and I couldn't for the life of me work out why nobody wasn't taking it to her. So we did. So from a kitchen in Essex to a Guinness World Record, to hampers landing in doorsteps even in America, Europe and Japan, and rather a lot of people on the internet arguing with me about jam and cream. It's cream first, and I'm not doing this again. It has been the most enormous joy, but it's time for us to think about putting our feet up a bit more with a large pot of tea. So we're looking for the right person or business, to take the brand on, somebody who will love it and take it further than we ever could. The recipes, the trademarks, the customers, the whole beautiful lot. If you have an inkling who that could be, I can put you in touch with our agents, and that would be a very big referral for us. Nobody panic, these things take months and years, but if you keep your ears and eyes open, that would be really helpful. Thank you.
Does the house come with it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Did Roger come with it?
Yes.
Yeah, he'll be calling you Lorna now. Right, Howard, you're next, and you're followed by me.
Good morning, everyone. Howard Wood from Tier Financial Advice, independent financial advisors. Next April, we'll see the biggest change in personal taxation, arguably ever. Anyone know what's going on next April?
New Zealand, inheritance tax.
Yes. Next April, pensions will become part of your estate for inheritance tax purposes. And it's a step. Lots of people do not know about this. We're doing a huge campaign, we're writing up to all our clients, we're putting in newsletters and doing other things. And it's going to change things profoundly. I was with a client last Thursday, and his inheritance tax bill at the moment is about 400,000. It's going to go up to over $1 million as of next April. So there are a few things that can be done. Not a lot can be done, but a few things can be done. And those few things will make a big change to people's estates and to the welfare of their beneficiaries. So if anyone wants to have a chat about this or just wants to know more about it, then please put it my way. Thank you.
Thank you, Howard. We must have a conversation about that. Aidan Squire from TM Law. The most important part of your business, apart from knowing how to approach it through our business coach here, is your contractual relationships. The relationships you have with the people you are supplying, the people you are advising, and also the contracts that you have with your suppliers. Terms and conditions are therefore essential. It forces you to make sure you get the right identity, in other words, limited company or individual. It forces you to make sure you have terms and conditions that will work for you and that you don't get caught out. It's essential that you have that. If you're dealing with an individual who's trading as a company, you might want company guarantees. But what we can do, and what I do, is prepare terms and conditions of the business, which are essential to the running of it. Send them to me, please. I say Squire from TM Law, and that's the last up. So that's Paul. Let's have your views on
Yes. Yeah, both polls were very good. Mike also was very good. Very, very close. But the winner, I think, for the preparation and the prop has to be Sally. So well done.
Yeah.
You might need that there.
Not now, maybe later.
Right.
It's not nice, but you keep doing that.
Have the Oscar with gloves. Thanks. Yeah. Well done, Sally. And thank you all. And
Sorry, we're cold.
Yes.
Was it not bouncing? I don't know. Sorry.
right. Okay. It's going to be a hot day today. It isn't yet. Right. The next bit is the after the 60-second round comes the meeting secretary's report. Terry, it's you.
So, bits of paper. Don't forget, by the way, I'll tell you what these bits of paper are today. Don't forget to put these on the website, because these are just a show really. Don't put them on the website, don't get points with that really. So we've got 9 referrals, so 9 potential opportunities for lots of money or little bits of money there. And we've got just over £6,000 worth of business and also some one-to-one and some testimonials. So don't forget to put them on the website, otherwise they count for now.
That's great. Thanks, Terry. Right. Let's move forward. The next major part of our business today is the 10-minute presentation. And I won't keep you in suspense any longer as to who it is for anybody who can't see the television screen. However, I have a bio sheet that's very neatly typed out and has lots of information in it. So the speaker is Paul Corrigan. The business section is plumbing and heating. Solitaire Group, he's the managing director. The nature of the business is plumbing, heating, renewable energy, air conditioning, and general building. Business location, Essex, Kent, and surrounding areas. Something that winds him up. When people tell me I'm tall, I know I'm tall. I've been this height for years. I don't point out that you're going a bit thin on top, which of course he can see, because he's tall. Something that makes him laugh, that could have gone under something that makes him laugh. When a customer tells me it's only a 5-minute job, oh, if I could do it myself, I just don't have the time. His type of music, embarrassing to say, but guilty pleasure, is 90s boy bands. He lists them as well. Take That, B17, Westlife, Backstreet Boys. Also, he loves a bit of 90s R&B and classic 90s garage. Now, as we know, everybody in Essex never uses their garage for a car.
Yeah.
They just put stuff in it and park the car outside. An embarrassing moment that happened to him was confessing his music taste to a Brentwood business owner. Paul, it's all yours.
Morning all. Yes, Paul Corrigan. I own a company called Solitaire. We started off initially just doing heating. That's all I wanted to do. And yeah, we just don't say no to work. We just slowly start to work on. This is obviously Leisure Park. This is one of their tents, which is commissioning the LPG system. Yes, well, this works. Yeah, this is us. We're big enough to trust, small enough to care. That is our motto. I'm pretty sure it's been used before, but I do believe in it. As I said, it just started off as myself in 2013. My wife helping me. Just wanted to. I didn't want to work for anyone anymore. I just wanted to do it by myself. I just cannot say no to work, and we've just slowly expanded into a team of 10 engineers currently. We offer pretty much every service going. We try to be a bit of a one-stop shop, really. There you go. That's obviously that's my wife. Yeah, sure. That's just actually more than my place. The showers, the boilers behind. Yes, we are trusted across many platforms. We've got 48 reviews on Google, 4.8 stars average. We did have 61 previously, but I don't know what happened. I think Matt's team changed something. It's not their fault, and then Google just scrapped it. So we lost all their reviews and we had stuff was scratched. So yeah, it should have been over 100. Yeah, we've got 61 Trustpilot reviews, again 4.8 stars. We've got 464 Check-A-Trade reviews. It says 5-star, I think Check-A-Trade is 10-star, but averaging. And 4.8 stars, which Trusted Trade, I think that's over 30 or 40. So there you go. Everything is under one roof. We do plumbing, as you know, and literally we'll fix the dripping tap. We'll replace hot water cylinders. We'll design, install, do it all. We do heating, everything to do with heating. That's commercial and domestic. We can work in hospitals, schools, or in Mrs. Smith's little boiler. Air conditioning. Yes, air conditioning kicks off massively. It really has. Everyone needs it now. It's not a want, it's a need. But the good thing about air conditioning, it does heat in the winter as well. So it's not just for a few weeks that we suffer in this country. We do renewable energy. That's kicking off nicely. We're MCS registered and we're part of the boiler upgrade scheme. So we can offer a £7.5 grand grant on a boiler replacement to renewable energy. If you've got oil or LPG, that's been up to £9,000 grant now, which is good. Yeah, we do bathrooms and we do kitchens as well. Literally all the way, we do the design and everything. Here we go. Right, this is us working in a college, actually. That's George, I think you've met him before. Like I said, we do plumbing, heating, everything from a dripping tap to a complete boiler and heating system. Yeah, we do it all. Air conditioning, renewables. We're always on call. We always have an on-call engineer. I'm currently on call this week. That is for new customers that have got water coming from the stadium or gas leak or whatever it might be. But it's also for installs that we've done. You know, we might have installed the boiler. We've done it once. We installed the boiler, and one of our apprentices put a screw through a pipe. And then basically the customer phoned us up, and the engineer said, "Oh, turn the isolation valve off, or we can come out." He said, "Oh, I'll turn the isolation valve off," but he didn't. He opened up the filler loop. So all night long, then the ceiling come down. But yeah, we should have gone out. Either way, we learned from mistakes. But yeah, we're always on call, whether it be for us or for new customers. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. Yes, renewable energy and air conditioning. Like I said, it's really kicking. Aircon's just gone mental. It's absolutely bad. That's pretty much 90% of our work at the moment. But yeah, we do renewable energy as well. This here, that's an air source heat pump here. Basically, what it does, the air goes through the back of it, and it blows it out the front of it. And then there's a heat exchanger at the back that basically box heat out of the air, and it blows it out literally freezing cold. So if that's heating up your hot water cylinder in the summer, you literally stand in front of it and it is amazing. It's lovely. But yeah, it's all external. That's actually my bungalow in Kent. That honestly is the best system ever. It's fantastic. It works so well. And then we've got Dave can install the battery and solar panels, and literally we've got free heat, free hot water. And we're also about 450 quid in credit as well, which is great. It is a no-brainer, but it just costs a bit. But you get a nice grant. That's an air conditioning unit. The customer did pay that, just to let you know. But basically, we installed that. It was a competition winner. We've done a competition on the radio. And on Martin and Sue, the morning group, yeah. And anyway, they done a competition, someone won it, and that was the install. It was in a farm. But they did like it, so our in-house carpenter built that apparently. Yeah, bathrooms and kitchens. Yeah, we don't do many kitchens, but we've done a few. But yeah, bathrooms are really our thing. We design, fit and finish. So this is this is in the squash club in Morgan, the Park Drive squash club. It literally had a massive leak to the floor. So the customer walking through. This is where the showers are, like pretty much here. They walked through and actually fell through the floor. Yeah, it was quite a significant soup, but literally it was destroyed. So we done the whole. We was there for 6 weeks. Literally all of our team were on it. I couldn't get everyone in the picture. Yeah, we was doing the plastering, we done the tiling, we done everything, and that was again, pictures don't really do justice, but that was the end of it. And yeah, it's still going strong now. Leanne designed this bathroom for us, and we installed it. These are a couple of other bathrooms we've done. Again, pictures don't do it justice, but so where say your bathroom's 1900 long, baths are normally 1700 or 1800 you can get. So there's a gap at the end. So rather than just have a ledge, what we do a lot, we just basically box it right way up, and we've got a couple of niches in there. You can have lights in there, and yeah, it looks quite nice. So there you go. A Solitaire difference. Here we go. Yeah, real people answer the phone. speak to someone who knows the job. It's clear communication. We always reply to emails. We always reply to phone calls. And that's it. That's what I say. The customer gets an ETA the night before. We try to be as transparent as possible. We stand behind our work as well. If something isn't right, we put it right, and also we learn from it as well. And we, as Stuart said, when he said education is like just learn from mistakes and try not to do it again. There you go. There you go. Best team. I don't know how long I've got left. But yeah, the best team now, which I'm very glad. This is our team currently. My daughter's starting next Monday as one of our apprentices. Yeah, so she'll be in this picture soon. But yeah, this is Sam, Spence, Dan, Caroline, PL, his name's Dan, but we call him PL, George, Nicky, he's standing in between me and George. Yeah, he's tiny, and then yeah, and me. This was Essex heat pump service. There is an engineer at the end of that house. This here we installed a cooker on like a little beach lodge. It was amazing. I couldn't even tell you where it is, somewhere in the distance. Like a secret place. That was fantastic. That's an external boiler install we did, me and George. This is Spence and Dan installing the cold showers at the mud race. That's the hill there. That's a commercial gas-fired water heater in a school. And we had to change the anodes, and it didn't matter what we did, we could not undo these anodes, they were completely busted in place. So we found this old bracket plate. But the upper end of that bracket plate was a ratchet, which we put it in the end of it, and then funny enough it went. And that's George. We've done a Excel weekend show, and yeah, on the way back, really late at night, I got a phone call from the Royal Golf Course saying our toilets are blocked. So there's George in all his white shirt, unblocking toilets. Here you go, what's to think of us for? New boiler, heating breakers, landlord, agents, needing servicing, safety checks, maintenance, reliability. Businesses needing air conditioning or emergency. Anyone considering heat pump or going greener, bathroom, kitchen renovation, anyone who values reliable, tidy, on-time trades. We cover Essex, so ideally Essex, it's a bit far away now, but yeah. Big enough, stressful enough to go. That is it. Questions, please? Yes, sorry. Yeah.
John, yeah. Heat pumps. Could you have heat pumps even if you've got microwave equipment, or is that okay?
Yes, you can, provided that microwave plumbing doesn't feed two radiators. Yeah, so if you had 10mm pipe running across the wall, feeding that rad and coming across feeding another rad, then that's undersized. But as long as it's been designed, yeah, microwave's fine. Never recommend it. Yeah, so.
Fortunately, on the air source heat pumps, they look huge. I don't know if it's physical dimensions when we photos, but they look big. I think when they
Yeah, they're about as wide as one of these tables, I would have said. Yeah.
And that's got to be outside, obviously, yeah?
Yes, that's it. Yeah. You can have it like at the end of the garden. You just have to change the pipes in the garden.
I'll be back in next door's bed.
That's it. Yeah, they're bigger than an air conditioning unit. Yeah, because they've got a separate heat exchange inside of it, so they're about that much wider than an air conditioning unit.
Are they loud?
Sorry?
Are they loud?
No, they're quiet. I think it's 47 decibels or something like that. It's just like that's what it sounds like. Very quiet, and also they modulate down as well. So you don't want an air source heat pump stopping and starting. So they've got to be designed perfectly. You can't have one undersized because it just run forever and never reach temperature, and then your electric bills are stupidly high. But if you have one too big, then what happens? It will run, overheat, turn off, cool down, run, overheat, turn off, and then that compressor's just stop, and that's what costs loads of money, and that's what basically is giving them a really bad name. If you can design it perfectly and just you basically keep it ticking along 24/7, you just drop it down a couple of degrees during the night, then up during the day. It will literally just tick along, and you can't even hear it. It just literally just ticks along so slowly. They're incredible machines. They really are. But they've got to be designed well. So,
Why Solitaire?
Oh, so it's a pretty long, boring story.
Don't bother with it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
so I'll try and cut it short. I couldn't afford my own gas safe ticket when I first started, so I went on my mate's gas safe ticket, and he owned a company called Solitaire. And then for about 3 months, I started my own company, and I carried on using his name, which was a bit naughty. And then I could afford my own gas safe ticket, and by that stage, I've done letterheads and stuff like that. So that was it. Yeah. There's no other reason. That's it.
My place was obviously a big one for you.
Yeah.
Any other cool projects like that you've lined up? Or any other?
We've got the Morgan Car Show, which I'm sure Terry might be there.
Yeah.
We do the Morgan Fireworks display. We just try and help out where possible. We do a lot of careers fairs, like for the Plume and the local schools. We do Thurstal as well, trying to help children. But the children that come along are not interested in the trade. They come along and they're really academic. They want to get into accountancy or insurance or whatever it might be. But yeah, most of the kids that come along, they don't care about schooling or anything like that. So yeah, it's very rare someone comes over and speaks to us. But we get But they normally just like behind the mum. When the mum's talking to us, and the kids just like behind the mum like that. We had one kid. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. The oil heating tanks, I thought you mentioned like £9 grants.
Oh, if you're having an Essex heat pump.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, take an oil pump out. Oil drought. Yeah. But we do oil tanks. We do replace it. We don't get grants. Yeah, they don't want you. They don't want to go.
Is it easy to convert from an oil tank to gas if there's a connection nearby? So, for example.
Yes. Yeah. If you go on the website and type in Cadence new gas supply, I don't actually know the link entirely, but it'll come up and then you tap that, you can put postcode in it, give you an estimate. Because we had a place in Colchester and we got gas into there. We had less than 250 quid.
Oh, okay.
And we accepted it and they literally shut the road down. It caused mayhem. But yeah, they back down some gas supply.
Also, they fund it themselves, the gas.
Well, it all depends. So if you've got no gas in the street,
Yeah.
then what a lot of people do, the whole street will cut together.
Yeah.
Because it might cost you 10 grand, because they've got all this abundance. But if you've got gas, if you're next to the neighbour's got gas, then you have it. But anyway, you can go on there, put the postcode in, or do an estimate. What's going to cost? But other than that, you can have LPG as well.
Yeah.
Right. Paul, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks.
Down on your feet. Follows. Paul for Paul. Kicking off.
Yeah, excellent. It's speaks good as always. Really good, really interesting. Yeah, thank you. The further aim that he knows about is about the line and
That was very cool. That was over yesterday. Yes. Dogs loved him so much that after every week he was looking at the front door whimpering for about an hour. That's embarrassing. That's what I've got Paul with.
Very slick presentation. I've had to advise now to do boiler servicing, boiler repairs, roof installer, shower repairs, and people keep getting back to you can have a plumber in his free ones and say, I'll do anything but don't do toilets. Shut that instead. So he never would have done that. So don't touch toilets. Random.
That was a basic, by the way. That's not.
Referral for something matters.
Oh,
No, I feel like
yeah, thanks.
Madeline and me. You guys have done very good to ours. Hopefully, when I actually get my arse again, so that's the main one. Well, I have a few things because I've been here for a while. So I'm going to have thanks to Wayne for Paul Lee. Go on, I'll look it up for Paul Lee.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here.
Oh, that's sorry. Paul Lee.
I like it as well. It's not. Right. As well. I also like for an ex-member and Scott. Oh, it's not here. No, thank you. Thank you. And yeah, the film with Blake, we just chatted about earlier. Some training bits. Lovely to see you all.
I will be here.
I've just got a referral to Steve, professional benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, got great head start as well. Learn from mistakes. It's fantastic.
Yeah, great meeting tonight, guys. The education stuff, yeah, very important. And this year about the business forum. Even if you don't plagiarise things, trading title.
Made it young.
Yeah, so yeah, enjoy the rest of it, guys. And any other problems? Come see.
Fantastic presentation, mate. Enjoyed that. And yeah, I've had some guys around to do some work as well. Everything's very clean, tidy, and I was very impressed with them. Stuart, if you then slot, mate, I'm sure we got to hear the other one, the good one, how that's going to affect our businesses, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you for the money. Thank you for the money to Jane. Did a bit of tree work showcases for you last week. And I've got a referral for Scott for a website design. Here's the check on that. And only thing I've just found out I'm going to be away for a few weeks again in late August and September. So if anyone does want to show shoots or get anything done, get in touch with me now and get it booked in as soon as possible.
Thanks for this. Paul, this one's for you. I think Dan was around there.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Yeah, good. I'll catch up with the answers about that. And Paul's been around. He's actually come around for 2 weeks' time to put a new look AC unit for me. See there with white cool is better, alright? So, yeah, so that's all good. Dan, head down.
Cheers.
See you next week.
Really enjoyed doing it. Actually, made notes and everything. So we'll get up the line. Great, great 10 minutes. I mean, I've had Paul's guys around my house several times. Admittedly, it was a sad job, but it wasn't his fault. But actually, it was really interesting because I didn't know do things like bathroom. I mean, the actual doing a bathroom, rather than just the plumbing and the kitchens and that. So, yeah, time well spent.
Hey, very good. My name's Stu. Yeah, you've been around a couple of times to do stuff with mine. Even turn off my thermostats because I don't need it anymore. Yeah, great meeting. And I should see some of you tonight.
Oh, yes.
Thanks for the advice, Stuart. It's good. Just own it. If there's a problem, own it, deal with it, and learn from it. If you don't, it's just down to can't potentially put there. That's worth remembering. Yeah, well done, Paul. Someone Paul said to say it, but you know you say about your slogan, your staff, you and your wife, you're really proud of your staff, because they're on time, they're reliable, they're clean. They're most things, a lot of tradesmen have got bad names for. Your staff are the opposite, they're fantastic.
Thanks, sir.
You know, clean up after them, polite, friendly, on time. It best be sad them on the way on, held up the traffic. It's really good. They're a friend to you and your wife, so well done.
Thanks, mate.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks.
Got a referral for that. I've got a testimony for Blaze Kent, our office last week. Did some AI training. Really good. I mean, not just you, but anyone that you know needs some AI training. Blake started at the real base level, which is what you need for something like being England, and it was really useful because we're not like frightened of it anymore. So it's good. He recommended some software just to get us going. He said, look at it in 3 months' time, selling it. So if you haven't had it already, you're frightened of AI, and I'm not sure we'll do it help you. Don't sit late. One last thing before I sit down. Just come through my door yesterday. And then you get these like the network magazine, etc. You get some leaflets. Well, worth getting them. Someone's obviously looking for work. See if they're in your area that you are. Send them an invite to come here. An easy way from what again.
Yeah, Blake, thank you very much for your help with the AI. All it did, the trick, was make me realise what I can do with it, and we'll build on that. And that is fundamentally important. So go look at the things he puts up on the website, get him to come over and see you. Secondly, Paul's guys have been in and out over a certain period of time. Again, reiterate what Terry said, they're always on time. You get notice. If you phone up, you get answered. And so it's very impressive. And although I've had lots of people over, he was only the first one who came who didn't get a cup of tea. So thanks, Paul, and an excellent team.
Thanks, Dave.
Is that from the States?
Thanks for the education for us, Stuart. Stuart. I recently settled my husband. So I live above the line. And for 10 minutes, we haven't used your services. You guys have been to our house a few times.
Yeah.
And, you know, when we make the decision to,
It's no rush, it's
absolutely, I know, we're absolutely making you guys because clearly you need less.
Thanks.
Thanks, and I will see some of you later.
Yeah, excellent meeting. Great. Well, Stuart, thank you for that. We've used your services for some minor things, but also a major boiler overhaul where we were told that our boiler was dead and couldn't be repaired. These guys came round and found out it was all the swimming things, and yeah, well worth getting in for that. Could have done with you the other night. It was the middle of the night. All our heating was on full blast. And it was like, until we discovered that my grandson thought that the high thermostat was a light switch and he'd been playing with it. It was on 33. Yes. Yeah, great meeting. Thank you.
Great presentation. Well, a good presentation, and it's really good for me to know all the services actually you provide.
Thanks,
Stuart, great. It's not all the line. It's the best place to be. Quite hard to be from time to time. Yeah. So I've got a referral for Jane, for Connie, and I had made it one with you, and she was here to say hi. That's it. And great meeting, Madam Senior. Thank you.
Very much. Yeah, great meeting. Great. It's not. We always say that we don't have problems, only opportunities. So if it's our problem or it's the client's problem, it allows you to shine. Fantastic presentation. I'll have to talk to you about heat source pumps and whether we can do it on our microphone. I don't know how you work out whether we've got to make it or something. So.
You're in a new build?
What, 30 years old?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, if you have a look.
Yeah. I've got a. Sent you referral for Quantum. I don't know if they actually got in touch.
Not yet, no. No, actually, I emailed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I emailed them. Yeah, they haven't replied yet.
I've got a thank you to Minnie for Jane. And this isn't a referral, but it's information for Jane that might be useful.
For Jane.
And I'll see you all next week.
Thank you, Danny.
Great Ed slot. We shipped the other way, you know, as in week one, and stood up and gave us that one. But anyway, it's really valuable, so thank you, Stuart. Paul, yeah, we've used you. Names have used you now. Obviously, we've got our new build starting next April, and the building contractor that we're using is in Walden, so I really need to put you guys in contact with Elite Construction. So I need to Elite Construction. I need to put you in touch with them. And yeah, so that's that. And see everyone next week. Thank you.
Thank you. So at the end you did a sort of huge, but I think you didn't need to. You're very good, very interesting to listen to, and that was very clear. So hit the spot. Well done. And your team is charming. So you've gathered nice people around you, which is lovely. Stuart, well done. Good introduction. Lots of food for thought. Very, very good. Mike Skinner, please. He came and chopped down trees, which involved him rigging up and dangling in the air. It was very exciting. I sent videos to George.
Suspenders in the bra.
Sorry?
She's in suspenders in the bra.
Yes, exactly. Exactly that. And Paul DeLue completely drew my Uncle Ormy, whose technical name was George Alston, disaster. So George did this and George did that, said the vicar man. Nobody knew. Then somebody went, and pointed to the middle age. So he went, yes, Alston was a, nobody knew it was Alston. And then he was talking about his St. Bernard dog, and he morphed into being Sir Bernard will be much missed. So you're completely right. Thank you.
Paul, don't go away. The master of the fans is there.
Yes.
From Paul Booth.
Excellent. Thank you, Paul. Well done. Well done, everybody. Anybody got anything that they wish to address the meeting about?
Only the
Sylvia's still in it.
Hey.
oh yes. Yeah, I can tell that.
Yes, we better be rooting for Sylvia because the
Yeah,
other
exactly.
kids are otherwise going to win it, aren't they?
Here we go. Yeah, Sylvia Spain. Nick could get third. Dave could get third, and then Kevin is Argentina. So but you guarantee second.
Yeah, it's really nice thing.
It's just fine.
No, we're a winner anyway. So
Got a bit of money as well. And yeah, EBF got Iraq. So yeah. So that's, but also tonight we're doing the comedy club as well. We have got our own WhatsApp group, but yeah, look forward to that.
Tony?
Talking winning, won the lottery. Just noticed.
Yeah, 20 quid.
No, pound.
We've had a couple of wins. Haven't
We had a good few weeks.
Yeah, good, very exciting.
Pound last night.
Right.
Absolutely.
I am about to send you on your way. Thank you all for attending. Thank you all for making it a great meeting. Go away and enjoy the rest of the day and the rest of the week, and I look forward to seeing you all here next this time. Same time, same time.